Hello everyone and happy Friday. Well, not that it really matters anymore. It's been a long time since life has gotten very weird, and for many of us it has also been a difficult time. So, in my attempt to make this socially distanced world a little brighter and also to find something to do with my time, I decided to start my own little YouTube show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Carlo. I'm a communication coach, and this, my friends, is the Communication Couch. We are recording in a quarantine home studio in front of a live audience. Well, Lego audience. So thank you for tuning in with us. 2020 has been a bad year. Now, to say it's been a bad year is an understatement. If 2020 was a person, it would be Draco Malfoy. We've just been getting bad news after bad news up to the point where it got so absurd that an asteroid was supposed to hit the Earth. I mean, what's next? An alien invasion? Come on, bring it on. And mind you, we are only in May. Usually in life, sometimes you're in a good streak with nothing but good things happening, and then sometimes you have a bad run and it's seemingly only bad things happening. So you know that it will go away. You just have to buy through, and at some point it will turn around and good things will start happening again. But it's been a lot of bad things, and it'd be nice if those good things start happening sometime soon. Well, it is what it is, and what naturally impacts us the most is what might just go down in history as the Great Lockdown. By staying home, we are doing the right thing. We're protecting ourselves and those around us, but it's not really easy. I mean, I don't know how it is for you guys, but at first, the introvert in me was thrilled. I mean, I get to stay at home, play video games, watch movies, and I know that I'm not missing out on anything. Everyone's home. But it's been a month already, or 2 months already. How long has it really been? It's been a long time, and at some point you get a little fed up with it. I mean, sure, we learn a lot from this. We all learn that nothing is really for granted, not even seeing or hugging your friends and family, let alone traveling. We'll learn how many unnecessary expenses we usually have. By staying at home, we'll learn how much money we can actually save. And we'll learn that the only thing worse than long unnecessary meetings are long unnecessary Zoom meetings. We also had to make a lot of adjustments, and I think we can be proud of ourselves for doing that. In particular, a lot of people who might not have been used to working from home now had to switch to home office, which is a two-edged sword. So for all of you home office procrastinators, we've put together a little video with 3 most original tricks on how to be more productive in home office. Slacking around in home office? Increase your productivity with these 3 little tricks. Number 1. Every day create a to-do list and make a little ritual to celebrate every time you check something off. Get yourself a productivity bell or do a little dance. Whatever floats your boat. Think of something funny to do to celebrate those little victories. Number 2. Write down every hour you work on a project. When you're finished or complete a big task, circle that hour. This will give you a little feeling of success and progress, and of course, don't forget to give yourself a little reward. Number 3. Take a walk to work. Put on clothes, pack your stuff, and go out for a walk. Then come back, sit at a desk, and work. This one might surprise you, but it will give you more concentration and help you take the work more seriously. Thank you very much. Well, all credit goes to our editorial team, which is actually only me. But if you like the show so far, show some love. Click that little thumbs up button down below. Click that shiny, beautiful button that says subscribe. And while you're at it, click also that little bell right next to it, because then I know that I should make more of these episodes. Thank you, partner. And now for the informative part of the show. The recent time has also been very eventful, and it's difficult to keep track of all the information out there. But worry no more, because you finally found a media outlet that you can trust. Let's go over to Carlissimo News. Good evening. As a heated debate has been taking place all day in a shaken household. A man and a dog were in the same room when a loud sound of expelling gas was heard. In the face of accusations from his girlfriend, the man claims innocence, but no definite answers have been found. Let's see the report. Mystery, blame, accusations, uncertainty. All of this has been going on for the past days in this once happy household. An allegedly innocent man is defending himself from the accusations from his girlfriend of performing a loud passing of gas. I was sitting right over there, minding my own business, and the dog was down there next to me, farting the whole time. Then all of a sudden he cuts this big fart and I get the blame. However, his girlfriend seems to be of completely different belief.
So I was just sitting here doing my crosswords as usual, and meditating and doing my nails. And all of a sudden I hear a big loud fart, like it was really big and loud, and I think even my neighbors heard it. And I looked over, first I looked at my dog, but I mean, come on, he's so cute and so small. How can a little puppy fart like that? It's impossible.
Both sides tell their own story, but the investigation has yet failed to yield any substantial evidence. While the search for answers continues, the third involved party, the dog, chooses to remain silent. In the sports section, progress has been made in the introduction of home workouts in a number of households as the official beginning date has been announced. The date is unsurprisingly tomorrow. As for the weather, you should be staying at home, so the weather is not your concern. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention and good night. Now, with all the joys of the quarantine life aside, at some point you start to miss the normal life. You remember back when going out meant something different than taking out the trash, when wearing sweatpants was a nice change, a comfortable change, and not the only type of pants you know of, and when you had to shower before leaving home because people would stand near you. Well, I guess that social distancing does have some advantages. Okay, back on track. We're social beings and we need to be among people. And with no one being able to say how long this will really take, some predictions even being 18 months. Wait, that's 1.5 years. It's also normal to be frustrated. I'm a big fan of using your time well and seeing every crisis as an opportunity, but I'm not going to go telling you to start a side hustle, read 6 hours a day, develop a new skill or whatnot. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm trying to do it myself. Well, I did get hooked on TikTok too. What? It's funny. Don't judge. But it's also important to acknowledge that it's normal to be scared and confused. I mean, health, financial security, not being able to travel, see your friends and family. I mean, I wasn't able to be with my family on Easter. And all of this does take a toll on your mental well-being. And I think it has a lot to do with a feeling of control. Well, actually the lack of it. Because we have no idea how long this will take. We don't know if it will get even any worse before it gets better. And the things that we never even questioned being able to do, now we can't do them. So it feels like control has been completely taken away from us. So without a feeling of control, it's natural to feel anxious. But the trick, or at least what works for me personally, is this exact wording, the feeling of control. It is never that you really objectively have control over external circumstances, but usually you perceive that you do. And that's the only thing. For you and your well-being, that's the only thing that counts. It's not the objective reality that counts, but your own individual reality. That's the only thing that exists as far as you're concerned. So if you feel like you have control, even if you don't objectively have it, you will feel better and more secure. Now, as I said, this is what works for me. These are my own thoughts and theories, and it doesn't necessarily have to work for you. But here is my advice. Instead of focusing on what you can control, instead of thinking about how long this will take, will it get any worse, instead of reading the news all the time, focus on what you can control. That is, focus on your own actions. Focus on what you do throughout the day. Focus on your inner life, on what you pay attention to. Even if it's the little things. Wake up with an alarm. You don't have to wake up early, but wake up with an alarm. Make your bed. Clean your room. Make yourself a healthy meal. And all of a sudden, you have a more active role in this. So it's not only that this is happening to you and you're just kind of going with it, but you have an active role. At least you have control over what your day looks like. And that's something. So do what you can and have some faith. And faith is not about having proof. It's not about knowing that things will be that way, but it's about deciding what kind of attitude you have. It's about deciding that everything will be all right. After all, it's better than being afraid. You don't have control over it anyway, so it doesn't bring you anything to panic. You might just as well relax, appreciate the good things you have, and believe that everything will be all right. Well, that's all, folks. This was the first episode of the Communication Couch. What do you think about it? Should I make more episodes? What should I talk about? Let me know in the comments. And in case you haven't, those shiny pretty buttons are still waiting down below to be clicked. Thank you for your support, stay safe, and have a great day.